It's time for the Farce News. With your hosts, Donald and Corey!
Yeah. Here's the Far Side News. News with rapidly growing addiction problems.
A Spanish priest who was recently accused by a bishop of being a homosexual has offered to have his anus measured by the Catholic Church in order to confirm a lack of dilation. When it was brought to his attention that not all gay men are bottoms, or catchers, making such evidence inconclusive, he responded, "Fine, then you can just measure my boyfriend's anus."
A soldier in Fort Hood is being charged with involuntary manslaughter after accidentally shooting his friend in the chest while attempting to surprise his friend's hiccups away. To be fair, the hiccups did stop.
It turns out that several suburban police departments outside of Chicago have clauses in their union contracts that allow them to be on duty with an alcohol content of at least 0.5 before they're allowed to be punished.
0.5, I believe.
Very sorry. In other police news, a large portion of Irish cops on the East Coast are putting in transfers to suburban Chicago.
An 11-year-old cancer survivor in Oregon caught fire in their hospital bed and received third-degree burns. On the bright side, she hasn't been raped.
In the UK, a stress ball factory employee attacked his employer earlier this week, proving that there is no better stress relief than punching your boss in the face repeatedly.
A Kentucky woman on the TLC show My Strange Addiction enjoys the feeling of bee stings. She gets some kind of erotic pleasure out of this and thinks it makes sex feel great, and will sometimes sting herself with bees 100 times a week. When asked to elaborate on how exactly bee stings would make sex better, she replied, "Oh honey, that stings."
Researchers from UC Santa Barbara and Caltech outlined a plan for a new solar-powered laser called D-Star. The idea is that they will use said lasers to blow up incoming asteroids, as well as the Rebel Alliance planet of Alderaan.
A Dallas jury has awarded $10.5 million to the family of a woman who was run over by a monster truck in a strip club parking lot. The strip club responsible for letting the monster trucker get behind the wheel intoxicated now has a hefty fee to pay to the family. It will likely take some time to pay off as the family is getting compensated in crumpled up dollar bills.
Office Depot and Office Max have confirmed on Wednesday that they are planning a merger, confirming once and for all that they are indeed pretty much the same thing.
ASU is threatening a lawsuit against a pornographic website called Sun Devil Angels for sounding vaguely affiliated with the school. If you ask me, they should just change their site's name. The Sun Devil Angels' reputation would be ruined if they were associated with ASU.
Texas officials announced yesterday that state troopers would no longer be allowed to open fire on suspects from helicopters after the recent killing of 2 immigrants. Yeah, people frequently die when you shoot at them. Was that not known?
Kim Kardashian recently said that if she was a man, she'd want to have sex with herself to see what it was like. And we here at Farside fully encourage Miss Kardashian and support her. Go fuck yourself, Kim.
A new prosthetic hand has been developed by scientists that allows users to feel with the hand, which solves the long-running problem when giving hand jobs with a robot hand just doesn't feel personal.
A professional tennis player has been charged with trying to solicit sex from an underage girl. When pressed for further comment, he responded, "Like I'm the first tennis player trying to get to 15 love."
A man in Georgia stole a Krispy Kreme donut truck before being stopped by cops, at which point the cops realized the truck had been stolen.
A Florida man has been arrested after posting pictures of him and his family playing with and posing with a manatee that appeared near shore. Due to endangered species laws, this is technically considered molesting the manatee. Conservative lawmakers have been quick to defend the man and suggest that being fully naked on a beach, the manatee was kind of asking for it.
The University of Colorado has released a pamphlet for female students containing tips on how to protect oneself in event of a sexual assault, which include urinating and vomiting. Unfortunately, if urine and vomit prevented non-consensual sex, then I doubt there'd be so much of it in frat houses.
Mother of a deceased 30-year-old is furious at local police after she was notified that her son's body had been found over Facebook. To be fair, the police could have been a bit more eloquent than, "Your son is still alive, LOL, JK Ruffle." And we're the Farce News, and remember, if we don't say it, they do!